Everyone says that their way is the best. We have kettlebell swings, calisthenics, or a normal gym workout. But which one of these actually fix your back pain? Years ago, I started my workout journey for a completely different reason. And throughout that time, I realized that I'm in bad pain. I had problems with my joints, with the muscles, with my strength, body dysmorphia, the usual things that every gym bro experiences. Before I explain to you what actually helped me to fix all the pain that I had in my life, I would like to simply explain which type of working out is suited for which person. What I like to start with is the gym, because my journey, it actually was the exercise or type of workout that I started with. And in that time, I think that the gym, through my own experience, is so time consuming because of 2 or 3 reasons. You could say that when you go to a standard traditional gym, you would need to expect to already know everything about your body and to really control and know which part of the body you need to train and work out on that day. Because working out in the gym really focuses on the muscle group that you want to work out. That means if you are not experienced, you would first of all neglect certain muscles that would lead to more pain in the future, and you would need to put in so much time and effort to work out each and every muscle that you neglected. And you would need to, most of the time, drive to your gym and sometimes even wait until the same exact machine that you like to use every time is occupied and, well, is not occupied anymore. And the thing that I think is the most dangerous about the gym is you don't know how to or how much trouble you can get in if you do something wrong. So many people, instead of helping themselves, are ruining their lives and destroying their whole body because they think they can lift more than they should. And this is the, I would say, most best reason to say to someone, you could do something else like calisthenics or kettlebells in the beginning. If you have the time, the money, the effort, the everything, the gym is the nice place for you. But let's talk about calisthenics. The reason I actually started with calisthenics is because I didn't have much time and money left to go to a gym. So I needed something that I could do at home. And then I started with calisthenics. Calisthenics, it's not about the fancy, cool exercises that you know. It's just traditional exercises like push-ups, pull-ups, and squats. It's great. It really is great to do that, especially for people who are beginning with their journey of fixing their own body and releasing the pain. But through almost half a year of only exercising with calisthenics, I had to realize and had to accept that the back part of your body, the lower back part, which are your glutes, your hamstrings, and your lower back, are not that properly really hit so that your pain could actually go away. I really had many moments where I realized that my lower back is so neglected that every day where I tried to overcompensate with working out more didn't really help me that much, because most of the exercises really lack in that area. And it's not that they or you cannot work out that area. It's not that efficient from my own experience. And you build up a upper back and your shoulders and your chest way better than the rest. But it actually should be the way around. The best thing that I like about calisthenics, it's for everyone. It can be done almost everywhere, and the chance of you hurting yourself is so low, because if you do not have the strength to get into a position which could actually hurt you, you will not get hurt. In a sense, if you want to go into a handstand and try to hold that tension, you would just go into a handstand and immediately fall onto your head, and nothing else would happen. Hopefully. And you can imagine that if you cannot really do anything with your arms, you will not go into a handstand. But the difference to the gym is people who pick up 50 kilos of whatever, of a barbell, and try to squat with it, not many people can really understand what 50 kilograms can do to you, and how you can maybe fall down and leave and let the barbell fall on you. The other way around, which I talked about, would be the kettlebells. And you wouldn't believe me if I would say I just recently picked up a kettlebell and started to work out with one, and immediately be fascinated with it, and immediately do 3 separate videos about how good it actually is. The kettlebell is I would say an universal thing for everyone who lacks strength, who doesn't have time, and who needs to build up strength and power in the most important areas of the body. I would most certainly advise the kettlebell for each and every of these people. And I think even more to people who are older, because with the kettlebell, the worst thing you can do is pick it up and leave it falling down because you cannot handle the strength, or let it fall on your foot and break your foot. But the kettlebell is a one single item thing you can purchase, you can work out with it, and you can work out your whole body. And I can even pick it up now. I can pick it up now. I can take it. And whilst doing the video, I can easily, without any preparation, without anything, I can do some kettlebell swings or a snatch and work out the most important areas of my body. But the thing you wouldn't realize, and coming back to the beginning of the video, there are actually 2 loops, or 2 things I would like to show and explain to you that are neglected by so many people. It's why not combine these things? Why not do a portion in the gym, a portion with calisthenics, and a portion with kettlebells? And that was actually the fix to all of the pain that I had. I just combined kettlebells with calisthenics. Because right now, I work out in my room. I do not need to leave the house. If it rains, if it snows, I do not care. I can do everything at home. I do not, let's say you have kids, or you have to just be at home, you cannot drive anywhere, and you need to fix your back pain. Just everyone can purchase something on Amazon, I think. If not, you can purchase on AliExpress. If not, kettlebells are I think the oldest gym equipment that has been created. You can get to one or another. I really believe that. Getting a kettlebell and just a normal yoga mat that softens the ground, you can do everything you need for your body. Because the hamstrings, the lower back, everything is engaged in that exercise. And you can do so much. It really is so powerful. But the last thing for the people who really stayed for the last bit is And it will be, you will not like the answer. But stretching at home, doing actual stretches and releasing pressure points in the muscles and fascia, combined with kettlebells and calisthenics, and sometimes going to the gym, not often, but sometimes, is really the best experience I had with my body since the beginning of the pain that I had. And I had much pain in joints, in shoulder, knee, hip, in every part you can imagine. I really had trouble going down the stairs, waking up without feeling stiff, sleeping without my whole body hurting, and doing all these things. And it doesn't even take much time. 45 minutes a day is the only thing you need. And for at least 2 or 3 times in a week. And I love that I do not need to leave the house for it. I really do not need to leave the house. I just turn up a podcast, watch the podcast, and work out while it's doing that. Because I'm such a fucking lazy prick. So that's to this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I have to say I had trouble creating it because it was the first time to doing it to a new concept. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening and watching. And if you have questions or you need something explained a little bit better, or you have general questions, leave them down below and I would answer them in the best way I can.